Hello everyone, welcome back to Chemistry JRF Net. Today we are briefly discussing the vibrational spectroscopy or IR spectroscopy. The condition for a molecule to give an IR spectrum or a vibrational spectrum is there should be a change in dipole moment. Examples for such molecules are carbon dioxide and HCl, etc. When we consider a bond, the bond has an oscillating character and we regard it as a simple harmonic oscillator. So, consider HCl molecule. If this is the bond distance, when the oscillation takes place, it will have compression and also stretching. If the atoms are going away from the equilibrium position, it is called a stretching. If the atoms are coming closer, it is called a compression. Since we have considered it as a simple harmonic oscillation, the time period can be calculated for the oscillation. The time period can be defined as the time taken for one complete oscillation. So this can be found out by the equation T is equal to 2 pi by omega. And we know that omega is equal to root k by m. So substituting to this equation and rearranging, we get T is equal to 2 pi root m by k, where m is the reduced mass and k is the force constant. The equation for finding the frequency is nu is equal to 1 by T. So, substituting this equation here, we get 1 by 2 pi root k by mu in hertz. So, in order to convert it into centimeter, we take this equation. That is, we know that C is equal to nu lambda. From here, nu is equal to C by lambda equal to C nu bar. 1 by lambda can be written as nu bar. So, nu bar is equal to, and substituting here, C nu bar is equal to 1 by 2 pi root k by mu, and C comes here. So, nu bar is equal to 1 by 2 pi C root k by mu in centimeter raised to minus 1. So, from this equation, we can conclude that the frequency is directly proportional to force constant and inversely proportional to reduced mass. So, greater the force constant, greater will be the vibrational frequency, and if greater the reduced mass, lesser will be the vibrational frequency, since the reduced mass relation is inverse. When we consider a molecule, there is repulsion between positively charged nuclei of both atoms and between their negative electron clouds. Also, there is attraction between the nucleus of one atom and the electron of the other. So, any attempt to distort the bond length require an input of energy, and we plot energy against internuclear distance. That is, the graph is like this: energy versus internuclear distance. It is a parabolic graph. This is the R equilibrium, that is equilibrium distance of the bond. There is a force responsible for to restore the original size. This force is exerted in opposite direction. This force is called restoring force. So, from Hooke's law, we have F is equal to minus kx. This minus indicates the force is acting in opposite direction. K is the force constant and x is the distance. X can be written as R minus R eq. So substituting here, F is equal to minus K into R minus R eq. And there is another relation for force, that is F is equal to minus dV by dx. And the energy required is calculated by E is equal to half kx square. This x can be replaced by R minus Req, that is 1 by 2 k R minus Req whole square. And in case of SHO, we have non-degenerate energy levels. This is the energy levels. V is equal to 0, V is equal to 1, V is equal to 2, V is equal to 3, etc. And we have the energy equation E is equal to V plus half H nu. And we know that omega is equal to 2 pi nu. Nu is equal to omega by 2 pi. And substituting for nu here, E is equal to V plus half H omega by 2 pi. That is H by 2 pi can be written as H cut. That is V plus half H cut omega. And when the level V is equal to 0, we have the energy half H nu. This is called the 0 point energy. And the difference delta E can be calculated by V is equal to 1 minus V is equal to 0. That is 3 by 2 H nu minus half H nu equal to H nu. So delta E, that is difference in energy levels, is H nu, or it can be written as H cut omega. The selection rule can be written as delta V equal to plus or minus 1. Next we are discussing the anharmonic oscillator. The real molecule will not obey simple harmonic motion. So it will not obey Hooke's law. If bond between atoms is structured, there comes a point at which it will break. So in case of real molecule, there is a point at which the molecule will break. The molecule will undergo dissociation. So the empirical equation which fits the curve is derived by Morse and is called the Morse function. The expression is E is equal to dEq into 1 minus e raised to a into Req minus R whole square. A is a constant, dEq is the dissociation energy. This is the graph corresponding to this anharmonic oscillator, and at this point the bond will break. And this dEq can be calculated by omega E bar divided by 4xe using this equation. This is the dissociation energy. Now D0 or depth of the Morse potential can be found out by the equation D0 is equal to dE minus 0 point energy. That is 0 point energy is half omega E bar. And this is called the D0 depth of the Morse potential. that is from the level to up to the limiting point. The selection rule for transition is delta V is equal to plus or minus 1 or plus or minus 2 plus or minus 3 etc. In this case, energy can be calculated by the equation V plus half omega E bar minus V plus half whole square omega bar xc. So, if we consider transition from V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 1, it is called the fundamental frequency and it can be found out by the equation omega E bar into 1 minus 2 xc. And if the transition is from V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 2, it is called the first overtone and the equation is 2 omega bar into 1 minus 3 xc. And if the transition is from V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 3, it is called the second overtone and the corresponding equation is 3 omega bar into 1 minus 4xc. When the temperature increases, there may be transition from V is equal to 1 to V is equal to 2, and this transition is called the hot band, and the equation for finding this is omega bar into 1 minus 4xc. Next we are discussing the diatomic vibrating rotator. That is, in a molecule along with the vibration there will be rotation also. So energy can be found out by the equation E total is equal to E vibration plus E rotation. That is V plus half omega bar minus V plus half whole square omega bar xc plus Bj into J plus 1. This is the vibration level and these are the rotational level. This is V is equal to 0, V is equal to 1. Here J double dash and J dash rotational levels equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 etc. 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3 etc. And the difference in energy level can be found out by delta E is equal to omega naught plus B into J dash minus J double dash into J dash plus J double dash plus 1. So there are two cases. First case, that is delta J is equal to 1. Delta J is equal to 1 means J dash minus J double dash is equal to 1. From here, J dash is equal to 1 plus J double dash. And substituting this to this equation and solving, we get delta E is equal to omega naught plus 2b into 1 plus J double dash. And this J double dash can have 0, 1, 2 etc. So if we substitute these values, we get delta E is equal to omega naught plus 2b. If J dash is equal to 1, J double dash is equal to 1, delta E is equal to omega naught plus 4b. J dash is equal to 2 means delta is equal to omega naught plus 6b. And if J dash have minus 1, delta is equal to omega naught. So these are the cases when delta J is equal to 1. Next, case 2. Delta J is equal to minus 1 means J dash minus J double dash is equal to minus 1. The important thing here is J dash is the higher level and J double dash is the lower level. That is why we have written as J dash minus J double dash. So if it is equal to minus 1, Let me check what are the changes. Delta E is equal to omega naught minus 2b into j dash plus 1. And there are various values for j dash. So j dash is equal to 0 means delta E is omega minus 2b, omega naught minus 2b. J dash is equal to 1 means delta E is equal to omega naught minus 4b. J dash is equal to 2e means delta E is equal to omega naught minus 6b. That is, in the previous case all are positive here, and in this case all are negative here. And if j dash is equal to minus 1, we get delta E is equal to omega naught. There is similar case in previous also, that is j double dash is equal to minus 1, we get delta E is equal to omega naught. And we plot this. We have peaks corresponding to this, that is delta j is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. And the corresponding branches O, P, Q, R and S. And when delta j is equal to plus 1 means the transition starts from j double dash is equal to 0 to j dash is equal to 1. So these are called plus 1. Plus 1 correspondingly we have R. So the peak is R0. That is, the transition start from j double dash is equal to 0. So R0. Likewise R0, R1, R2, R3 etc. And this is the omega naught, that is case where j dash is equal to minus 1 and also j double dash is equal to minus 1. There is no peak here. This is the branch center. Next one, when delta j is equal to minus 1. Here, in order to get delta j minus 1, we have to start the transition from 1. J double dash is equal to 1 to j dash is equal to 0. So, our branch is P1, not the P0. Here we have R0, but here we have P1. So P branch start from P1, P1, P2, P3, P4 etc. And the difference between these branches from the band center to the R0 is 2B. That is, we have when j dash is equal to minus 1, j double dash is equal to minus 1, we have omega naught. And also, and when j double dash is equal to 0, we have omega naught plus 2b. And taking the difference, omega naught plus 2b minus omega naught, cancelling, we get 2b. So the difference between the band center and the first R branch is 2b. Similarly, first P branch and also the band center is also 2b. And between first R branch and second R branch, the difference is also 2b. Thank you for watching.